Hey guys, it's Smurfs. Welcome back to Harpies in the Trees, where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. So it is extremely steamy and broiling here in Berlin. It's in the high 90s. Yesterday it was 97. I think it was pretty much the same the day before that. And we don't have air conditioning, so we have been just kind of drying out next to the fan. So no candles today. It is just way too hot, and any other extra heat is can definitely be felt. So unfortunately no candles today, but that's all right. We have a lot of sunshine and natural light coming through. And today I get to open up an Abominable Book Club box. It arrived a few days ago and I'm really excited to open it up. I would have done it sooner, but I'm working on my interview with Andrew Cole, which I did yesterday. I'm editing and getting that ready for posting this week, so I wanted to hold off on this, but let's do it now because I can't wait anymore. It's so hot that the sticker is actually just sort of coming off very easily. It's barely sticking on anymore. I can just take it off all in one piece. I don't even think I need my ceremonial knife today for this, but that's okay. Right, let's see what we have here. We have our used book, looks like some sweets, our drinks, the bookmarks, and the new release or a ebook or magazine will be in here as well.
Oh, so sweaty.
So let's start with the sweets on top of the box. These are called Flour and White Salted Caramel Meringue Bites. And this is gonna be perfect for me. I love meringue, I love caramel, and it is gluten-free, so for me that's awesome and amazing. I'm sure it's not true, but I like to pretend that they're thinking about me when they're doing these. Let's try one of these right now. Ooh. That's what it looks like on the inside. Let's see. This is very good. The meringue is soft and it's not hard. Even though I don't mind a hard meringue either, but these are a little buttery, very soft. And the outside is a very thin layer of chocolate with some caramel flakes. These are not gonna last long. All right, let's go to beverages. They always come in this really cute bag with the teeth sticker on it. I love that so much. Okay, so we have our Clipper hot chocolate. We have 2 instant coffees from Bevvies. This is caramel popcorn and gingerbread. And I love these. The flavoring is so mild that it's really nice. And I'm thinking too that I think I can make these cold brew style since I'm not drinking any hot coffee until the weather is back in the 80s at least. And then we have our 2 teas, green tea and mint tea fusion. So these are our steadfast drinks. These are the ones that we normally always get, which is nice because I'm always really looking forward to them. All right, so now we have, on top here, we have our used book, but I'm gonna save this one for last. As you know, I like to open these at the end. So let's go into our new release. And it's another Will Carver book. So last month we got a book called, last month we got this book by Will Carver, and it's called Nothing Important Happened Today. And it has a really interesting mystery to it. It's about these mysterious suicides that are happening. So I am surprised to see another Will Carver in the box, I guess so soon, but maybe there's something special about this. And there's a letter. And it says, Dear subscriber, I know what you're thinking. Wasn't Will Carver in our last box? Yes, he was. If you're interested in understanding why, then read on. If you don't care, then throw this away. No, we are curious. Last month's book, Nothing Important Happened Today, was originally scheduled to go in our April box, but COVID-19 ate that box alive, along with May and June's boxes too. This left us with a dilemma. Hinton Hollow Death Trip has been in the works for August for a long time. So I guess this is, and it looks like, this month's book comes signed on a bookplate. And including it here was always the plan. However, we wanted to ensure that our subscribers, especially our long-term ones, owned the previous book in the loosely connected series, and we decided that we had to include the same author twice in a row in order to make that happen. We hope we did the right thing for your reading pleasure, but rest assured this is not something we would normally do. As you know, we love variety, and we reckon our September-October boxes will flip your collective wigs. Well, forever yours, Owen Morgan. So I think this is really cool and interesting. I definitely do want to read this book because it does sound like a really good mystery. And I think sending this along as part of its universe or series is pretty fun too. I like it. I'm down with it. I like variety, but I also like things that go together as well. So this is very cool. Let's read the back of this book and see what it's all about. Hinton Hollow, population 5,120. Little Henry Wallace was 8 years old and 100 miles from home before anyone talked to him. His mother placed him on a train with a label around his neck, asking for him to be kept safe for a week, kept away from Hinton Hollow, because something was coming. Narrated by evil itself, Hinton Hollow Death Trip recounts 5 days in the history of a small rural town when darkness paid a visit and infected its residents, making them cheat, making them steal, making them kill. Detective Sergeant Pace had returned to his childhood home to escape the things he had done in the city, to go back to something simple. But he was not alone. Evil had a plan. It sounds cool. I'm definitely intrigued. There seems to be about 6 very good reviews here. Twisty, turny, and oh so provocative, says one. Deliciously fresh and malevolent storytelling. Compelling and original voices in crime fiction. Okay, so I think, along with Nothing Important Happened Today, this is going to be also crime fiction. So I think they're both crime fiction books, which is cool. On the inside, it's pink and it has some more reviews. And I'm curious about the color scheme and the flower theme and what exactly that means. More praise. This book is just, it's literally just wearing a ball gown of magnificent reviews. It's pretty stellar. So this sounds pretty cool and I'm looking forward to getting to it, but I think I definitely want to get to this after I read this one. Okay, so let's see what else there is in this month's box. Oh, I see a pen. And it's a coffin. Okay. This is so cool. It is a wood coffin and it has like some ghoulish green hands trying to lift the lid. I love it. I love this simplicity. Like I definitely prefer stuff like this where it's a little bit more minimal. You don't have any logos or trademarks or anything. It's just sort of like a piece of art on its own. It's really cool. That's awesome. All right, so looks like we got a Black Static magazine this month. We haven't had one of these in a while. And it's very, very cool looking. It feels different than the other ones. I don't know if that's actually Let me see. Let me go pull one up. So absolutely, it definitely looks different. In these older ones, you can see that there's all of the print for the stories here. It's a little bit more busy. There is the logo. It has a black background that kind of goes on top of the artwork here. You can see that in this version, as well as this one and this one. And I have to say that I really do prefer this layout. Again, it's minimal, and the artwork is really shining through. It's giving it a very cool vibe. So let's see what's in here. This is issue number 75, and it has Simon Avery, Daniel Carpenter, Christina Ten, Cody Goodfellow, and Danny Rhodes. I'll be honest, I don't know, not familiar with any of them off the bat. This sort of looks like a mermaid to me in this artwork. I'm not sure if it is, but I feel like mermaids have definitely made this like pretty big comeback. Maybe not necessarily a comeback, but kind of more exploring the darker sides of mermaid-ness, I guess. There is a review here for Thin Places, which is a book I definitely have on my TBR list, so I'll be interested to read that. Here's a review for Honeybones. In a few boxes not too long ago, we received the Honeybones novella, and I really, really liked it. Cool. All right, let's see if there's anything else in here. Okay, we have our spoiler card, but we'll wait till the end because there's usually some extra info in there for us. Now we get to this little beauty here. So if you're not familiar with Abominable Book Club, which you probably are if you've been hanging out with me for a hot minute, they are a UK horror book subscription service. They send you a used book and a new release with a magazine, ebook, or a novella sometimes, along with some snacks and drinks. And now we get pens. This is a very new thing. The pens just started last month, and we do get an additional bookmark as well. The used book always comes wrapped, and it comes with this twine and the seal of the Accursed Library, which is where all of the used books seem to come from. So this is very cool. Let's check out these bookmarks before we get into the book. So we have a bookmark here that says, "I love spooky stories," which is really so cute. I love this because, as you all know, I'm a spooky hoe. And for the next bookmark, we always get this really shiny, kind of glitchy style design that features a microfiction from Owen Morgan. And if you're not familiar with Owen Morgan, besides being the proprietor over here at Abominable Book Club, he has a collection of short stories called Mad Hallelujah, and he gave me permission to read one of his stories for my candlelight reads. So if you want to check that out, you can watch it or download the MP3. So let's check out this microfiction that Owen has for us this month. Spook Mark 8, Series 2. In 5 days, it will come on its spindly, withered legs. In 4 days, it will come with eyes so black and dead. In 3 days, it will come, its brood sacks full of eggs. In 2 days, it will come with a stench of rot and dread. Tomorrow, it will come, so desperate to be fed. Today, it is here, and to God we all will beg. Inscription found at abandoned house in Kenfig, Brigand. That's pretty creepy. I like it. All right, let's do it. It feels like it's a hardcover. This will definitely be my first hardcover used book. Let's see, I'm very excited. Wow. This is so cool. So this is the Grey Tales of the Supernatural, and this is really beautiful. It has a white owl on the cover, and you can see that there are these ruins of a castle and a moon. It's very, very atmospheric. And I think this is going to be probably a Ooh. Let me see what year this was printed. Looks like it was printed in 1993, but originally printed in 1936. It looks like that even though it was reprinted in 1992, they kept the typeface. It looks very much like from the 30s that you would normally see. I'll show you. This kind of style of typeface. It does have this very old book smell. Oh, and it has book plates. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. This is a gem. I mean, I'll definitely share some of these on Instagram, so they can kind of go out into the horror consciousness, I guess, but this is great. They look like they have been illustrated by different authors, which makes sense because it's a compilation that, you know, maybe in the 1930s they just took the artwork with the stories. There is an illustration here of a ritual. I don't know if you can see this, but this is like an altar. It's describing what's there, and then on the other side it's kind of like the layout of what looks to be a ceremony, I guess. The spine is a little, you can see it's a little floppy here. I'm gonna see if I can repair that. I think it'd be pretty easy. But how awesome is this? And I've seen some other people share what they've gotten in their Abominable box, and you know, there's some really great books that some people got, but that's what's so cool. Everyone gets a unique, one-of-a-kind book, sort of, so it's so cool. A pretty young housewife dreams of committing a murder by telepathy. An executed man cannot rest until he confesses his terrible secret. By telephone, skeptical doubters all over the world encounter unknown forces they cannot explain away. Great Tales of the Supernatural is a bumper volume filled to overflowing with strange sights, spirits, words, and actions from beyond the grave. This rich and diverse collection brings together some of the best spooky writers of all time, with stories by Washington Irving, D.H. Lawrence, Joseph Conrad, Alexander Pushkin, and O. Henry, among others. From the haunting horror of Edgar Allan Poe to the kindly probing of G.K. Chesterton's detective priest Father Brown, these stories of human and inhuman passions and follies will delight all those who savor a tinge of the macabre and the sinister with their nighttime reading. Let's read the spoiler card. Full Guts.
Oh. Full Guts.
So I guess the name of the stuff in the spoiler card is called Full Guts. Last time I thought it was just a theme, but so the spoiler card for 2020 tells us that the Blue Carver book was an exclusive signed book for Abominable, so that's so cool. And that Black Static magazine is something that'll be coming back to the boxes, so that's very cool. The Bookmark microfiction title is called The Kenfig Creature. I wonder if that's a creature that already exists, or if that's something from Owen's imagination. We have the Coffin Dweller pin badge, and this adorable Spookmark was created by Zion Ellis. So this was a very cool box yet again. I do love the additions of the pins now, and also the additional bookmark. I think it's just really cool. The meringue bites, of course, I'm going to inhale later, and the beverages will be gone as well. The Hinton Hollow Death Trip sounds to be very interesting. I do love a good crime novel. The Black Static magazine, I love the redesign. There's stuff in here that I want to read, so this is awesome. And of course, my used book is just stellar, so very excited. So that was the unboxing. I hope that you enjoyed it. I am really happy about everything I got. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. You can also follow me on Instagram at Harpies in the Trees. Thanks so much for spending your free time with me. I really appreciate it. Please take care of yourself and watch out for each other, and I will talk to you next time.